the tale of two teams. You know, you're feeling each other out for the first game, maybe even the second game a little bit too. But then as the players warm up, if they just keep on putting in them shots, like these tightly contested teams are always the most fun to watch in terms of streams, and it could really go either way at this point. As Zohan puts on a shot, Pinkman there to save it. Mycopolis out to the center. Smoking on Moonrock up to meet it. Zohan trying to set it again. And driving Webster, able to drive that one into the back of the net. Oh my goodness, an early one there. If you're a Red Stags fan, that is exactly what you wanted to see at the moment.
Yeah, really good B. Executioner looks like he's coming in, gonna get the 50, but puts the ball right above him. Good goal to start off. 1-0 for the Red Stags. I think we've already said it, but Earther in blue, Red Stags in orange, just in case we haven't. Driving Webster with a demo, can't get the second bump. Executioner. I am saying there, Executioner. Yeah, okay, Executioner does get the clear there. Mycopolis now with a save off of smoking on, excuse me, smoking on Moonrock. Takes a good shot. Good demo there from Zohan. You definitely don't want to mess with him. Mycopolis up in the corner now. A little jump there, a little fake jump. Even I wasn't quite sure what he was doing right there. Now comes in, good aerial control, puts it high to the right corner. Smoking on Moonrock has to make the save. That was going to be on target, I believe. Now going back the other way, good even pressure so far from both teams. I do think that the Red Stags are a little bit better with the holding the pressure, whereas the Earth are a little bit better on their counterattacks and their transition.
Yeah, I would have to agree with you there too. The Red Stags are able to get a little bit more on the playmaking side of their possessions too, as you see a lot of demos coming on their side in favor of them. Zohan there, met by Executioner. Driving Webster now popping it up. Moonrock goes up. Mycopolis tries to put away a shot. Driving Webster now up in the corner. Pinkman beats him. Pinkman with another touch out to center. Nobody there. Executioner just going up. Mycopolis now. 50 there in the corner by Zohan. Zohan puts it up. Webster up now. He's now beat. Executioner now putting it off to the right side. Lots of midfield play by both teams. It really doesn't seem to be going back and forth too much, but just a lot of just in that center area, trying to get the ball away from like a danger zone, you know, right in front of the net. Not too many passes going in front of the net. Not too many plays going there. And as I say that, a beautiful pass there coming from Pinkman, it looks like. Pinkman up the wall there. He's able to get that 50 pass out. Mycopolis there just puts it right over driving Webster and just in front of smoking on Moonrock. 2:47 as we go into the third kickoff. Game is tied at 1.
Yeah, really good goal there. Does get the scoreline nodded. Let's see who is going to be the first one to get goal number 2. Mycopolis, rough touch into the middle, but Pinkman reads it well. Almost fakes out Sir Zohan, but he stays patient, gets the ball cleared away to the left side. Executioner now time with the ball in his car. Can't get the flick over the defender. Now Sir Zohan with a little bit of a backflip. Gives Pinkman some space to work with. Good 50 up the wall. Can he make contact again? Looks like they can. Sir Zohan now back to defend. Gets a good 50. Good aerial control. Gonna get the second touch on the ball. Sends it center. No one there except for the waiting defender, Pinkman. Sends it to the outside. Now into the middle. Smoking on Moonrock. Comes down from the moon for a second to slam that one home. Oh, man. He came from very high up. I almost thought he was coming from the ceiling. I just pointed that car straight down. Got back to the ball. Really good readjustment on that aerial. Sends it home for 2-1.
Definitely something you want to see if you're a Red Stags fan. I mean, the possession play is pretty evenly matched here, but the Red Stags just able to put away more opportunities as another one comes in by Moonrock. Pinkman now out to meet it, gets the touch off of the sidewall, a little bit awkward there. Zohan trying to center it for his team. Executioner getting the save. Pinkman over there. You got all 3 blue players in the corner there. Goes unpunished though, as a great clear comes down the field. There's Zohan up for it. Trying to go for a pinch. Looks like a little bit of communication error there, potentially. They're able to recover it. There's Zohan waiting. He gets the 50. 50 goes out to mid. Executioner up. Driving Webster there. Oh, it goes far down. Anybody there to finish it? Oh, what a great save by Mycopolis.
Oh, I thought that was a goal. I thought that really was. Driving Webster's going to want that one back.
Absolutely is. Not a crossbar is the best defender, in my opinion. I am guilty of hitting it all the time. Crossbar and post, you know, it can go either way, and unfortunately, it does not go his way in that last shot.
I think you've got a Twitch chat full of Rocket League players that would agree with you. Executioner takes this one down the field. Driving Webster cuts it to the outside. Gonna get it over the head of Executioner. Also, a little shout out to Executioner, Smoking on Moonrock, and Sir Zohan repping our console players in this series. Yes, folks, that's right. Executioner now super repping the console players. Puts one in to tie the game with 38 seconds left. Good save by Driving Webster. Unfortunately, no help from his team there. Executioner able to put it back in. But in case you're watching us and you are a console Rocket League player, Rocket League or the Rocket Soccer Confederation is open up to all platforms, so make sure you join the Discord today. Sir Zohan looking for a bump through that rotation, makes Pinkman drive up, but now he is going to get the clear anyways, not interfered with quite enough. Sir Zohan clears it back up the field. Executioner kind of throws the ball away here, sends it to the back wall. Smoking on Moonrock, not a good enough clear, puts it to the center as Executioner. Mycopolis a little too close to the ball, not the greatest catch, not able to put it on frame. Gonna leave this one for a teammate coming in, but a good touch by Zohan, puts it up high. Double commit could be dangerous late in the game. Sir Zohan with a big clear, no doing from Driving Webster. We've got overtime.
Overtime indeed. Here we get into it. The first kickoff, 50 goes in favor. Great save. Smoking on Moonrock there. Sir Zohan trying to get it down to the field. Smoking on Moonrock following. Executioner there now with the 50. Driving Webster up for it. He's able to get a clean touch on it. Executioner again. Sir Zohan keeps it in. Pinkman now in the corner with it. Smoking on Moonrock with the 50. Nobody there really to get that sort of pressure that they're really wanting out of the Red Stags. You know, it seems like on defense they're a little bit more hesitant. They're a little bit more awkward here than the Earth team. And I feel like they could potentially be punished for that down the road. They're definitely going in and playing a little bit more like, let's get it out. Let's try not to panic, but definitely get a good booming clear. And that's not always what you want on defense, because it is turning over their possession a lot, as we see it happen just there again off the pinch on the corner.
Oh, Mycopolis has had an opportunity there, and then Smoking on Moonrock just yoinks that one right out of the Shadow Realm. That ball was fully black for a second. Sir Zohan not able to make the save, leaves it for Driving Webster, and I thought that Earth had ended this game about 3 times right there. Executioner pops this one, trying over the head of Sir Zohan, does get it there, but Smoking on Moonrock there to help out. Mycopolis to the outside, will pop up high towards the ceiling, does get a small ceiling bounce, helps out Mycopolis a little bit. Pinkman comes in to keep the pressure alive. Driving Webster sends it away, Smoking on Moonrock jumping to avoid that demo. Could be in an awkward spot now, but does beat Executioner to the ball. It's like the Earth are going to be in a tough situation here after that touch by Mycopolis. Smoking on Moonrock putting on very light pressure, gives them time to recover. Now Executioner could take this ball down the other way. Oh man, the demo there, it is an open net. This could be all she wrote, but Pinkman gets back, saves the day, puts it to the outside. Overtime continues to wind up on the clock.
That's right, 2 minutes now passing on the clock here. What an opportunity there from the Red Stags. Ooh, a team bump there. Earth is not happy with that one as they're able to turn over the possession to the Red Stags team. Driving, able to get a pinch out to the middle. Sir Zohan keeping the pressure in. Mycopolis there to meet him. Smoking on Moonrock now. Puts it out towards the middle. Again, a little bit far for a possessional play there, but he's able to center it. Mycopolis able to get a great clear there. Give himself time. Gives him team a little bit of time. Pinkman now over to the side wall. Sir Zohan centering. Pinkman gets the save. Oh, what a save off the backboard there. Executioner up. Sir Zohan beats him. Sir Zohan trying to put on a shot is saved. And it goes all the way down back to the net. Oh, it just hits the post. Well, not what you wanted to see if you are an Earth fan right now. Driving Webster trying to bring it up the wall. Sir Zohan and Moonrock both on that near post side. Mycopolis now trying to center it. Smoking on Moonrock, able to get a light clear there. Buying his team a little bit of time. Oh my goodness, his backboard just goes off the backboard. Oh, and what a save by Moonrock! neither side is wanting to give an inch here, and it is just making for an insanely entertaining overtime at this point.
Yeah, this has been a very fun overtime to watch. 4 goals scored in regulation, and we are 3 minutes and 30 seconds into overtime with no goal scored yet. Executionator now keeps the ball into the midfield. Sir Zohan 50s it away. Mykopolis might be able to get here. Smoking on Moonrock doesn't get a great touch. Pinkman up in the corner trying to center it down. Smoking on Moonrock helps it out a little bit. Mykopolis off the crossbar. Executionator can't steer it on frame. And overtime continues yet again. Executionator's probably going to want that one back. Not the greatest of shots, and then almost gets caught rotating way too awkwardly, trying to dodge that demo on the rotation to the back post. On solid ground here for that clear. Tries to send it away. Smoking on Moonrock. Cuts it out in the midfield. Sends it back the other way. Mykopolis, another big booming ball. And that's one thing I do want to mention is that you're seeing a lot more of this boomer ball, even than what we saw in the Challenger chat, or in the Challenger game. It's a little bit rough right now. I think that the first team that can really take control in the midfield and really just possess the ball and make a play out of it will end up being the better team tonight.
Definitely seems like a game of ping pong as that little clear goes and turns itself into a shot. A little bit more inside or in favor of the Red Stags here. They seem to mount a little bit more pressure than the Earth team does. It's really just which team is going to give first here in terms of who's going to rotate awkwardly and be punished for it, or who's going to be able to punish for an awkward rotation here. As we say that, the possession now goes to the Earth. Another booming clear. Shots on. Moonrock there to meet the save. Moonrock going to try to get a follow-up touch. Pinkman there beats him. Sir Zohan, big clear. And again, just massive booming touches coming from both sides. Nobody really taking possession of the ball here. If you're either side, that's what you're trying to figure out to do. As it's going to the side, Mykopolis gets clear. And he'll put that shot away. And Mykopolis both there now. Pinkman gets the flip now. Mykopolis goes for the bump. Mykopolis following it now to the side. Gets bumped. Great bump. Smoking on Moonrock on the back wall. Cleared away. Not good enough. Oh my goodness. Nobody was there for the defense for quite some time, and that open net goes unpunished. Driving Webster now trying to 50. And an unfortunate team bump, but a great 50 coming from Pinkman. Driving on Moonrock, smoking on Moonrock, sorry. Putting that to the corner. Sir Zohan down. Banging up towards the middle of the field. Nobody really putting any pressure that's too pressing, really. You know, you see a whole bunch of just overly aggressive touches that's just not giving any sort of team a passing opportunity or a counterattack opportunity. It just seems like hit it and get out.
Yeah, and we are now very deep into this overtime in game number 1. 6:25 on the clock, 2 full games and then some. And an awkward aerial almost ended it right there. I thought I cursed everybody. Mykopolis has an opportunity, plenty of time and plenty of space. Out of the corner now, going to try and beat the defender on the near post, but can't. Driving Webster with a good play there. Executionator comes in for their turn. Moonrock now sends it high and away. Not a good read by Pinkman, but oh, not a good read by the shooter either. Sir Zohan puts one on target. Executionator there for the save. Bar down. It's bouncing on the goal line. Overtime is over. Driving Webster finally puts it home. 3-2 for the Red Stags, and we are 6:58 into overtime. I do not know what the RSC record is. Please do not ask me. We will find out at some point and get back to you.
Almost a 7-minute overtime. Oh my goodness. Both sides not giving an inch in that overtime. It really just came down to who could punish the awkward rotation, and that's what had happened there at the end was a great shot, went crossbar down, making the opposition awkward, and then able to put it away was Driving Webster. As we go over to the stats, Driving Webster definitely up there in points, as all players should be. I mean, that was 2 games and then some. Um, Definitely a wild game, of a game, and I was there for every minute of it.
Yeah, really good play. It's hard to tell these two teams apart right now in terms of who's going to win the rest of the series. I think we might see a 2-2 here. I think that the Red Stags may be able to carry this overtime momentum into game number 2, take that one home. Then Earth might have a little bit of a reset. Really good play from all 6 players on the field. Not too disappointed in any of them. I think they have to shape up some of these awkward jumps a little bit. Don't jump unless you're going to hit the ball. Well, I've seen a little bit of these bunny hops across the field where they just kind of jump up, don't boost, don't do anything, and then they just fall down and then go for the ball. You're taking away your own time to hit the ball. Line it up, be patient, and then bang it wherever you want to send it.
Yeah, I think that, and then again, quit playing boomer ball, quit playing ping pong with the opposition. Take a possessional touch, get a good play, set up your pass. Just your pressure is so much more valuable with a possessional touch than just being able to boom it across. And Pinkman with a double tap off of the backboard. Oh my goodness. Cleared once again. That boom went straight to Pinkman. Pinkman able to get up for it, put us off the backboard, and is able to put it right down into the goal as the Earth go up 1-0, 11 seconds, sorry, into the game. That's not what you wanted to see after a 7-minute overtime.
Yeah, but man, that is a clip of the week contender there for the prospect here. I expect to be sending that one out to the subcommittee at some point. Pinkman now gonna get beat by Sir Zohan, and now the Red Stags looking to answer back. Driving Webster on net. Mike Koppelus there for the save. Pinkman takes it away to the outside. This one's gonna go far across the net, so Executionator has some time. It gives it away to Smoking on Moonrock. Ooh, man. That hurts to see. Mike Koppelus caught in an awkward spot on the backboard. Tries to get another touch here. Misses it. And Driving Webster just predicts the misses on the backboard right there where the ball falls into his breadbasket. 1-1, 4:20 remaining.
Driving Webster definitely seems to be the cleanup crew. Oh my goodness, Mike Koppelus puts away a kickoff goal. Great Pinkman kickoff there. Goes right off to the left, just enough to where the opposition can't get to it. Mike Koppelus able to redirect it, put it back on net. It's 2-1 in favor of Earth. But going back to what I was saying, it seems like Driving Webster really seems to be like the cleanup crew for the Red Stags crew. Just every single time there seems to be like an awkward situation or something, like it seems like he's there to meet it, and the Earth have to find some way to stop that. You know, these booming clears aren't it if you're them. And an unfortunate own goal. Oh no, Pinkman puts away another one, 3-1 Earth.
This, my friends, is why you rotate to the far post. Just get out of your teammates' way. That's very unfortunate there. And they're not going to be happy about that own goal. Now 3-1. It is going to be just fine, I think, for the Red Stags. I don't think that they're completely out of this. As you were saying, Webster just has that knack to be right in the perfect position to clean up the awkwardness from the plays that are created in the offensive zone. Sir Zohan looking to create some of that right now. Mykopolis, though, able to send it away. Centers out, and now Mykopolis looks like he may come off the wall for it. Is going to get a touch, but Smoking on Moonrock able to send it to the outside. And a nice big bang off the wall makes it awkward for everybody. Going to be looking to get a goal pretty quickly here if you're the Red Stags. Don't want to be playing from behind too late in the game where the pressure starts building. Good centering pass from Driving Webster. Smoking on Moonrock, able to delay it in the center. So, my gosh, shot down by Sir Zohan. Hits the crossbar and finds its way out into the field where the defense can clear it. And the scoreline holds 3-1.
3-1 as we come to 2 minutes of play. Another shot comes on net. It just hits the post. Driving Webster able to get the clear there. Another counterattack coming in for the Pink Man. Mykopolis coming back. Sir Zohan up. Another touch here. Gets met with a 50. Smoking on Moonrock. Able to catch it away, but Pinkman meets him. Goes off into the corner. Great demo there by Pinkman. Able to set his team up relatively nicely, but the pinch just goes over the net just a little bit too much. And Mykopolis puts another one away. Another assist for Pinkman. And this just offense from Earth is just completely different from what we saw in Game 1. It doesn't look like it's too much back and forth anymore. It definitely seems one-sided in favor of Earth. And that is not what you're wanting to see if you are a Red Stags fan.
Yeah, they've been doing a good job of keeping pressure in the offensive zone, not letting that ball get past the midfield line, really rotating in properly with their third man as the first man's rotating out after their challenge. And if Earth can keep it up in a tier like Prospect, they're going to continue to do well for the series and the rest of the season. Smoking on Moonrock there, trying to keep the pressure in for the Red Stags this time. Driving Webster challenges early, doesn't give a clean offensive opportunity, but there is still one apparent right now. Sir Zohan clears it away, however. Pinkman, good catch up the wall. Gonna be looking for a shot here. No teammate to pass to. Beats one, can't beat two. Good save by Smoking on Moonrock. Credited with the epic save from the game.
Yep, definitely some sort of technical issue on the side of the Red Stags. You know, they seem to be getting a lot of pressure generated, but it seems like kind of like we saw in the Challenger tier with Void. You know, they're just sending that third man too aggressively up into the play, and nobody's back. Mykopolis is able to just mosey that one on in, as that is now 5-1 in this game. 1 minute 42 seconds on. A little bit of a double commit there by the Red Stags. Mykopolis able to capitalize off of that and able to get it in the bottom right corner of the goal. Next kickoff now, minute
Kickoff. Out of the corner, Pinkman has an opportunity here, puts it towards the back wall, challenged by Driving Webster. And I think if you're the Earth right now, you just need to keep playing your game. And if you're the Red Stags, you need to not freak out. It may be a 5-1 game, especially when that happens on stream. Sometimes it can get into your head a little bit. You have to remember, every game is fresh. You can lose 9-0 one game and come back and win 2-1 the next game. One game's still a loss, one game's still a win, no matter what the scoreline is. You gotta make sure you stay mentally ready and focused to play the next 2 games after this series.
Yep, and Red Stags still are into it, but they got to make something happen soon. You know, a minute left here. You're down 4 goals. Start to get those more possessional touches. Quit booming the ball away. Keep it close to you. Start making these dribble plays. You know, make something happen that is different. You keep seeing time and time again these banging touches across the net. When if you were to just take a second, relax, half a second even, get a much closer touch to your car, and just be able to lightly touch it over to your teammate. You know, it doesn't always have to be a 90-mile-an-hour shot. So if I were Red Stags, that's what I would be doing in this situation, is just slow yourself down, regroup, move on to the next one as 20 seconds come off, or 20 seconds to go in the game. Just reset your mind, get your mentals right, get into the next game.
Good challenge here. Clock is going to wind down to 6 seconds remaining. 5-1 victory if the scoreline holds for Earth. And one thing that I think is very important to note is that with this scoreline, they still had a teammate that had 56 points. Executionator there with only 15 ball touches, still averaging 10 points per touch. Very impactful touches, but not on the ball as much as the other 2 were. They're playing very well to get a 5-1 scoreline when a teammate of theirs only has 15 touches. Great play by Earth, and Executionator needs to make sure that they don't get in their own head. Having a low amount of touches sometimes happens. If you're in the right position and the ball doesn't come to you, it just happens. You don't want to change up your gameplay too much. You don't want to just be trying to hit the ball more for no reason, because that is when it leads to rough... That's when it leads to a little bit of a rough change in the gameplay that could lead to some losses. Earth here tie up the series 1-1 though, and Red Stags are going to be looking to come back a little bit stronger in this second game to make sure what happened now doesn't happen again.
Yep, and it looks like we might have a couple substitutions here as Bayonnaise from the Red Stags comes in and Coda from the Earth comes in place of Executioner and in place of Sir Zohan. I'm really curious to see how these 2 players really impact the way that the game has been going. If they can make that big of a difference to reverse that 5-1 scoreline of the last game, but definitely, like you said, a lot of chemistry between Mykopolis and Pinkman. And if I'm the Red Stags, I'm thinking, let's tighten up. Let's get our rotations a little bit more sound. Let's stop double committing. You just got to relax, play your game, and go play just smooth brain Rocket League. You know, don't overthink it. Just go.
Yeah, we've got Coda coming in for Earth, a Bayonnaise coming in for Red Stags, underway for game number 3. Mykopolis starting off early, gets the ball over the head of a Bayonnaise. Smoking on Moonrock, clears it back down to the blue half. Driving Webster trying to keep some offensive pressure here, looking for a bump, isn't going to find it. Does make Mykopolis jump and gets the demo behind on Coda. Keeps the pressure alive, but no good scoring opportunity yet. 30 seconds into this game, and the Red Stags do look a little bit more lively than the last game already. Mykopolis credited with the save there, clears it away, second touch. This is going to be over the head of Driving Webster, and Mykopolis is going to be happy about that one.
Yep, Mike Kaplis is just able to get up for it and just touch it over the head of Driving Webster. Not a great start, but still plenty of game left to play. You got 4 minutes and 25 seconds left to go. Don't let that one get to you. Just keep your mind in the game. Get your possessional touches in. Tighten up your rotations. Just adjust something a little bit. And I think the Red Stags are still just as dangerous as they were in the first game. I mean, you don't go to a 7-minute overtime with a team that you're unevenly matched with. So if the Red Stags can just reel it in a little bit, they'll be able to go and definitely make this series one for the record books, in my opinion. Mykopolis puts it over to the side. He's able to get another touch. He's met there with a defender. Driving Webster now booming clear off to the side. Coda there to meet it. Coda goes up for it. Coda gets beat by Smoking on Moonrock. Smoking on Moonrock trying to generate some sort of offense. Pass is clear to the midfield. Driving Webster there. Whiff coming from the earth side. Driving Webster trying to create a pass here. Smoking on Moonrock is waiting mid. Bayonnaise now coming in. Bayonnaise with a shot goes bar down. Is unable to put that one away. Driving Webster up now. Puts it straight up in the air. Moonrock coming in to finish it hopefully. Off the backboard now as he tries to get a double. Misses the double. Coda able to clear it away off to the right side. Bayonnaise now the defensive corner here. Trying to slow things down. Give his team a little bit of time. Driving Webster able to get to it. Driving now putting in an offensive counterattack. Trying to get that pass off. Infield pass goes straight up. Moonrock gets met with a 50 by Mykopolis. Bayonnaise to the corner. Ball is dangerous in the midfield. Smoking on Moonrock now taking possession. Red Stags now have possession. Bayonnaise just booming away to the corner. Again, seeing a lot of booming touches over here on the Red Stags side. Very little possessional gameplay. And I think that's ultimately what's causing them to lose this game currently with 3 minutes left to go at 1-0 in favor of Earth.
At 1-0, 2:45 remaining. Mykopolis sends one down. Driving Webster able to send it to the outside. Did get word from some of the RSC folks that have been here a little bit longer than I have. The RSC record, I believe, is going to be an 11-minute match that we had in overtime at one point in season something playoffs. Last season's playoffs. An 11-minute OT in last season's playoffs. Of course, as I'm discussing that and trying to give you some RSC lore, Coda puts in a very nice one. Great pass by Mykopolis. Pinches it up. Hard to read from Driving Webster. Just slots it in under the crossbar. Beautiful shot there. Good aerial car control. 2:21 remaining. 2-0 in favor of Earth.
Coda's coming in. He's trying to make a name for himself. He's trying to make his presence known. He's definitely able to do that as he gets another pass off. Pass goes over. It goes crossbar down for Mykopolis. Another goal. The Earth goes up 3-0. 2 minutes and 14 seconds game played here. Just 13 seconds after the last goal. And it's not looking good for Red Stags. I think that they might be in their heads a little bit. They're doing something to prevent them from working properly, from working smoothly, you know. Like I said, just turn your brains off, play the game, do what you got to do what you know how to do. Your prospects team, you guys are roughly D3, C1. Just play the game the way you know how to play it and relax and go after it. Coda now putting a shot on, or challenge on rather. Driving Webster able to get that challenge. Driving trying to make a pass, gets the pass, gets another double tap over the player. Pinkman up and misses. A Bayonnaise double commit over there by the Red Stags as Moonrock commits with him. Driving Webster trying to clean it up, unable to, goes far. Moonrock trying to put another shot on. A Bayonnaise now with a shot. Just nothing too pressing from the Red Stags at the moment. They're shots, but they're all wide. They got to dial it back in. And like I said, turn the brain off and go.
Bayonnaise now looking to try and make something happen, but Smoking on Moonrock comes in, so he leaves it for his teammate. Driving Webster should be coming in for this one. Challenged by two blue defenders, but a Bayonnaise able to beat both of them. Pinkman trying to rotate back, leaves the ball for Coda, who puts it back into the orange zone. Another Earth opportunity here. Good pass attempt, but stint away by Driving Webster. Gets the credit for an epic save on that one. He's going to be praising the SBV gods there. Smoking on Moonrock with a good 50. Centers out. Not going to be touched by Driving Webster. Could be very awkward, but a Bayonnaise does get a nice clear. Pinkman high up, touches again. Mykopolis there in the area. Not going to be able to make contact. Scoreline stays 3-0. 40 seconds remaining. And MrLoPhi, what do you think the Red Stags just really need to do in game number 4? You know, the rest of this game, they need to play it out. Try not to get too down on themselves mentally. But what do they need to come out and do in game number 4 to win that game?
Yeah, I mean, like I've trying to been preaching to them, trying to reach out to them really in a way, is just keep your touches lighter. You know, not everything has to be a 90-mile-an-hour shot. If you get a light touch, you get a catch in there, you make the other team have to pause and think. Play it a little bit slower, play it your way, play it the way you want to play, and then move on when it doesn't go your way. You know, play more proactive than reactive, but at the same time, also be aware of your surroundings as that buzzer beater goal goes in from Mykopolis. Not great, just from the Red Stags' point of view. But like I said, reset your brains, get better touches on the ball, and just be able to move on, put this one past you, and shake it off.
Off the kickoff, 1 second remaining. No last second goals for either team here. Earth take another victory. Mykopolis leading the charge, MVP there at the front of the winner's podium. 3 goals off of 3 shots. 100% shooting percentage, very nice there. 2 cycles for the Earth players. 2 players on the Red Stags under that 100-point mark, and both with 3 shots. That's quite a bit of points you get for those shots, so you got to make sure you're touching the ball impactfully elsewhere on the field. If you're touching the ball in the defensive zone, try to control it and get a pass to a teammate to create an opportunity. If you're going to be clearing the ball, make sure you get a nice big clear out of your zone. If you're in the corner on the wall in the offensive zone, get that ball out to the center, put it in a spot to shoot it. If you're going to shoot the ball, get it on target. 6 shots and 4 saves from Earth, which means 2 shots missing the target. Got to get those balls on frame and into a dangerous spot for the net. Make the Earth make a save, create a little bit of chaos in their defensive positioning, and it'll throw off their transition a whole lot more.
Yeah, definitely agree there. Just make the other team play around you. You know, this is your game. Try to control the field. Make them make their touches. Make them make their shots. You know, you don't want to constantly just be booming that ball off to the wall if there's a little bit of danger in the midfield. You know, grab that ball, catch it, drive it up the wall, and then pop it out for a pass. You know, that's a much more effective play than what we've been seeing as just I'm gonna boom it and hope for the best. So as we come into game number 4 now, the Earth now lead 2-1 in the series after that 4-0 somewhat dominant win, I might add. Just a lot of possession coming from the Earth, and then just again those massive touches from the Red Stags, unable to do anything. As they make a substitution, we have Sir Zohan back in for a Bayonnaise.
Yeah, Sir Zohan back in for a Bayonnaise. I was a little interested in the sub at first, but I think that, a Bayonnaise came in. It didn't really go well for the Red Stags. Definitely wasn't their greatest game. I think Sir Zohan played a little bit of a better game than a Bayonnaise did for the last one. But I think that both players played okay. I think the team just as a whole needs to get some standing in the middle of the field and in the offensive zone. As you can see right there, a little bit of a rotational issue. Looks like the third man's going to come in a little late as the first man's already very hard rotated. Can't quite make contact on the ball. Need to make sure you keep that ball in. Good shot by Driving Webster, saved by Coda on that one. Mykopolis sends it away, trying to get the play going the other way into the orange half.
Yeah, again, back on their defense. The pressure that Sir Zohan is able to now bring does definitely seem to be making a difference, though. But you're seeing a little bit more of this back and forth gameplay as an unfortunate 50 goes towards the way of the Red Stags. But Sir Zohan definitely trying to make these counterattacks happen. Some double commits happening from the Red Stags. I think that the communication might be lacking, or maybe there is communication, but you're second guessing it, and that's causing those double commits. But if you tighten those things up, we're still 0-0. You get a goal, you now have momentum to set yourself up well to create the 2-2 in the rest of the series. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left as Driving Webster goes ahead and puts a 50 on. Sir Zohan going to try to get a pass out to mid. Goes and grabs the boost, rather. Smoking on Moonrock. Able to try to get that catch. Goes up for it. Pops it up. Sir Zohan there meeting Coda. Coda goes, Pinkman follows. Pinkman trying to get a pass here. What a touch. And he tries to put it in, and it just goes across the net. Oh my goodness, a little bit of communication there, and that could have been a lethal shot in the favor of the Earth team as Moonrock goes and tries to get another center. Coda there up. Coda and Pinkman definitely seem to be like-minded as they find themselves similarly positioned. They always seem to be doubling up there, but not costly in the fact that they're taking themselves out of the... Mykopolis now with the ball, catches it, puts it around 1. 50's driving. Smoking on Moonrock. 50's Pinkman. Ball goes center, 2 up from the Earth side. Pinkman up. Great save from Zohan. Pinkman now trying to get it back in favor of the Earth. Moonrock now putting the counterattack on, and nobody back for the Red Stags as that one just creeps in at 2 minutes and 26 seconds. That is not what you're wanting to see. Definitely tighten things up. You know, this is what I'm talking about when those rotations are not so sound or you're double committing. It leads to situations like this where the open net is just so unguarded that it's going to be costly by just a little trickling goal.
Yeah, if you're going to clear that ball as the third man, it's got to get cleared over the defenders. Pinkman now with a demo could clear up some space on the goal line. Coda not going to be able to get it on frame. Pinkman now up off the back wall, leaving it for a teammate. Mykopolis not going to be able to take the shot as Driving Webster sends it all the way down to the blue corner. Coda now trying to control this one as Pinkman gets demoed. Little 2v3 opportunity push for the blue side. It's going to be your Earth players. Coda off the back wall. Sir Zohan on the far post, but couldn't quite read it, so Mykopolis going to try again. Tries to send it down, gets sent all the way across. 2 blue players recovering from an aerial, and the third one just demoed. This could be an opportunity now for the Red Stags. Good bump on Sir Zohan. Mykopolis needs to get a good clear here, and it gets by smoking on Moonrock. Challenge early. Pinkman not going to have a successful challenge. Does at least slow down the play. Pops over the head of Coda. Driving Webster, not the greatest touch, but leaves it for Sir Zohan. Puts it on net, makes someone make a save, and the demo is going to be very unusable as the 2 teammates for the Red Stags are just nowhere to be found in a different zip code as the ball is in the offensive zone. Got to be a little bit more up on these opportunities. Can't let these opportunities go to waste. Be a little bit more aggressive. You're already down by 1 with a minute remaining, and you're down 2-1 in the series.
Yeah, a little bit more aggression for sure, but not overly aggressive, because we see that overly aggressive side to them, and it causes those double commits, and it causes those things like that trickling goal that just barely seem to have any speed to it, but still went in because nobody was back because of that double commit. And as I say that, Mykopolis puts in another one. 45 seconds left on the clock. Just 2 different teams again here from the side of Red Stags. You know, very, very dominant, very, very high possession in the first game. The last 3, not so much. You know, you try to make a change here with the substitutions, and Sir Zohan definitely trying to make a difference here with those demos and stuff like that. But the demos aren't really being used properly. You know, if nobody's there to punish that demo or to be able to put that shot away because of that demo, then you're ultimately just taking yourself out of the play. Another aggressive third man commitment as Mykopolis just puts it over him. That's 3 goals. There's 30 seconds left. Not too much time. Not really a good spot to be in if you're a Red Stag. Got 10 seconds left for her goal.
A little bit of a double commit there, but can we talk about... We can't take away from the shot of Mykopolis there. Gets his car under the ball. Great little side flip. Just pushes it over the defender. Keeps it low under the crossbar. Beautiful shot, honestly. But I would have to agree. That's a little bit of a rough defensive play from the Red Stags. We've got about 15 seconds here to salvage something. Maybe get a goal. Get some stats on the board. Great save there by Smoking on Moonrock. Thought Coda was about to score. Off the back wall. Can't quite make the clear. So Driving Webster takes it to the sidewall for the final seconds of game number 4. Tries to put it down center. Coda says something about that. Sends it all the way down. Hits the ground. And that is going to be it, folks. 3-1 for the Earth here in this series. 3-0 in game number